What's up, guys? We're gonna brobeatz. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the cut tool to make some melodies. If you guys haven't subbed already or turned post notifications on, make sure you do so because it does help out a lot. All right, so real quick, we got to get the boring stuff out the way. So I've been getting a lot of messages about sounds and omni banks. And the most popular one has been this omni bank I'll be using. So I'm gonna be releasing it now. If you're on this channel for a minute, you know I don't release stuff often, and the reason for that is because I make these sounds for me. I don't make them for y'all. All right, that's why I took a lot of stuff down, because I only want to use sounds that I like. All right, and I don't want to put stuff out there that I don't like. All right, so that's why I don't release stuff. That's why it's a lot of free stuff and not a lot of like bank stuff. But if people want this stuff, I'll release it. So look, if y'all post on these on, you will be getting a sale. All right, so for the next video I post, when I actually go over the bank and stuff, those people are getting like $15 to $10 off. All right, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I don't like doing promotion. It's boring. I just want to make videos. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's go ahead and get to the video and making these chords. Okay, so let's grab a scale real quick and let's use a major this time. Let's go with like a C major. All right, let's close this. So all we need is our chords, and I'll just show you the sounds. All right, just this Stratocaster reverb and this bank. There you go. You know what sound it is now. Let's go in here, just make some chords. I'm trying to make them interesting so the effect is better. The more notes you have, the better this effect I'll show you will work. So first we need to make our chords. All right, so okay, and let's move this down. Kind of spread these out a bit. Like it's too loud. Pull this over, and your chords don't have to be like this. I'm just doing this to show you just different ways of making chords rather than just the most boring. And that's my fault at the same time for doing, but I'm just trying to show some diversity in chords so you can not be limited in the type of chords and like the rhythms and stuff. So let's copy this. Actually, let's not copy this. Let's copy this though. Put this A here. All right, that'll have to do for now. Let's copy this over and let's change this part. And actually, let's just keep it the same. Okay, so we got our chords down. So now let's actually go ahead and use this cut tool. All right, so now we have our melody and everything. So let's copy it, and I'm gonna actually show you on with this pluck. And here's the pluck. All right, play it real quick. All right, let's mute this because with the guitar, I want to show you how to do the cuts on a 1/3 grid. But with this one, you can be a little bit more crazy. So what we're gonna do first is pull these up, and let's quantize, pull everything out, so everything's straight. So what I like to do is hold shift, click and drag, and then press control up. And now we have more layers. And this is important for at least like sounds like this. So try to make this a little bit larger. So you go to your cut tool, you can choose your grid. You can do 1/3. I'll show you 1/3 on the guitar. But 1/4, you can kind of go crazy because most of the time it just sounds good. Regardless of what you put down. So it'll be off, but you can like go from one part to the end, right? Okay, and you can go down. I would say start like do on the grid most of the time. Just so you know, it'll like at least sound decent, and then you can fix it later. All right, so I'm gonna stick with this one just to save time. We're just gonna stick with this one. Try to get it right on. Okay, so now let's do a quick one and go from here to like the A. All right, and then from here on up. Kind of hard to get these to. All right. All right, so that's all we're gonna do for that. So remember, and it's probably really hard to see, so let me highlight them. All right, so those are the ones that we did for the first one, and then second one. All right, just give you a little bit something different to do other than just clicking it in, because you know you could click it in. You could click it in and then go down, but it's kind of boring. All right, so you use the cut tool to get some unique, and then it won't be completely on the grid, so it'll sound a little bit more humanized. All right, so let's go ahead and do the guitar on the 1/3 grid. All right, so now we're gonna do the 1/3 grid cuts. So this, you have to be a little bit more strategic because the thirds grid can make things sound a little bit off. So what I'm gonna do with the guitar is just delete all of this. And we could probably even keep this last part maybe. But let's just delete all that and stretch these out so we have room to work. And I guess we can quantize it. So look, let's go to this snap to grid, go to 1/3 beat, and now the grid will shift. So look, with this, let me make this a lot larger. If you can see, it goes 1, 2, 3, right? Per like beat or whatever. So to make it sound good, or like at least simple and sound good, you want to skip every other one, I guess, or just put two together. So these two, you make a cut, and then this two, I hope that makes sense, and then this two make cuts. So that's how you would make it sound good. All right, so you just double them pretty much instead of doing it like this, which it can sound good this way, but sometimes it just sounds weak. All right, so let me just replace this, and then we can just go ahead and get, start cutting it. So now instead of doing this, and actually sounds good, you could be a little bit more strategic with the thirds and just pick the notes that you want. Let's see. Okay, and then you can mix them. Like I think I made a video on this, on mixing the grids. So we can kind of build on that. Take this G, and yeah, we just use this G. So we go to 1/4 grid. We could throw this like right here, offset it a bit. And then, let me see. Put the C right here. And then let's go back to the thirds grid. And this is just clicking in notes at this point. do something like that, and we can offset these notes just a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna highlight the ones that we did. All right, so that's the new one. All right, give it a different type of feel. So I'm gonna go through and just cut these, and probably won't do too much. Let's go back. Are we on the thirds? Yes, we are. All right, and just cut one here, cut one here. Okay. So I'm just fast forward through this part. I just cut these up. So all right, so now we got the cutting part out the way. So now we can just kind of cook up and finish this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste our original down before it gets lost. All right, and this is from our guitar. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this bass. So just so we have something to work off of. Actually, we could just copy this all the way down. Just use one sound. All right, so believe F, A, and we could do and try the E and the C. Let's copy this over. All right, I can work with that. So, ooh. All right, so that's the bass. So now we can move on to like copying the 808 and stuff. All right, and I did forget to show y'all the sound selection for some of these sounds. So I'll just go ahead and show you this one. This is an ARP guitar player. It's one of my favorite ones because it actually not sounds like a real guitar, but it kind of plays like one. So I'll show you. Okay, there's that one. Then I have this bell, and this bell I really like sounds like this where it's like mostly delay, because it's just, I don't know, I like sounds that do the work for you. All right, so you don't have to put on a lot of stuff. So it's called Prince. Don't know why I named it that, and there's a lot of stupid names in here. All right, so just play it. And then the last one, besides the bass, this is another ARP called Pixels. Again, the name's pretty dumb, but yeah. All right, and then the bass is just 1 of 3. I don't really like putting basses in too much. I think 3 is enough. It's like kicks. Like you don't need 10 kicks. You only need like 3. You know what I mean? So got a sub in there. I already played this, and you already heard the sub. All right, so let's just play these, because I'm gonna do some mixing with these two because they're kind of really clashing. So let's put this 808 down, and this is, you know, pretty easy stuff here. It's just regular 808 stuff. So cut it here. And we can pull it up an octave. All right. Keep it simple. Okay, so that's the 808 and a little bit of that sound selection. So now let's finish it off with the drums. All right, so let's go ahead and just finish the beat off with these drums. Now, I like to put my melodies on one and the 808 and stuff, and then put my kicks and the rest of my drums on a different pattern, just so it's easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these claps in, so we have kind of a decent start. And let's turn these up, clap up. All right, and then don't have to do anything like too crazy. We could just kind of all right, so that's just something so it's not completely boring, you know, the pattern. So let's just throw this stuff in here. I want to keep this pretty smooth, so I'm not gonna add too many kicks. Maybe space it out like this, and then add a little bit, pull this up. Let's see, kind of just do a little random. All right, now we can go back here, turn this off, turn that on, and I guess we can play. Let me see, because these two sounds don't play well together, but I'll just play these first. Yeah, see, I don't like these two sounds together, but I'll just try to see what it sounds like without. All right, that's enough of that. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you learned something with the cut tool. Start utilizing that, because it can get boring just clicking in notes a lot. So just something to kind of spice it up a bit, cut, and just get something unique and different. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope it's helpful. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.